if this is going to last. My last couple of lives, for some reason, have just not worked well. So let's cross our fingers. And so I thought I would come on here and do a little bit of a live during, get a chance. That's when I go live. And I was wondering if anybody else has seen any of these awesome bramble berries. So good. That is a PR list I would love to be on. Because that's a gorgeous collection. And that rose gold fragrance oil sounds exceptional. So I'm going to have to get... But yeah, all I'm doing, cleaning up my edges, making sure they're not... And then I take my curls and I make either little sachets with the jars. And it's great to use these as guest sets. And it's no muss, no fuss. And it's a way of being able to use bar soap as hand soap in your guest rooms. Have very much waste. And the tiny curls you can use as confetti in a confetti soap or as embeds in the tops of your soaps. In these, that the pink and the brown, that there would be enough of a difference in color, but there really is, and it's gorgeous. This extra step really does make a big difference. It keeps everything nice and clean. Does anybody else do this with their soaps? Do they use an actual planer embeveler? Do you have any other tools that you use to clean up your soaps? About getting, I can't remember the company's name right off of the top of my head, but we have a system that you put a little piece along the edge, and it has different edges to the beveling part that can make different designs in the sides and corners of your soaps, which to me sounds kind of neat. And it doesn't look like it takes any more time than this does. Why would you clean up the edges of your soaps? Sometimes have marks where you cut them or where they were in the mold, and this just makes it much cleaner and neater. Definitely looks more professional. Now, I used to do hand cut bars, and those bars I didn't have my and it also helps to make the edges of the soap smoother. I know I have a couple of customers that really like having that smooth edge when they're using the soap, but it feels better in general. So I clean it up as I go. My hands have been washed, cleaned, and sanitized. You never want to just pick up naked bar of soap with your bare hands without them being cleaned when you're making products. You always have to remember that the products that you make are being used on people's skin, and the skin is the biggest organ of the human body. Forgot to get my edges or my corners. Oh no, I got that one. Okay. Now these are not completely cured. They're still on my curing rack, so they're still a little bit soft. The longer the soaps have cured, the harder it is to plane. They still have a handmade feel, even though I'm planing them just because, or edging them, just because I am using a hand peeler. So the pressure that I use depends on the thickness of those beveled edges, the angle that I hold the peeler. It all has an effect. And look at those edges like that so that you can see. And this is what it looks like neat. So it just makes it look much more professional. It helps to make the bottoms of the soap super flat as well. I love this fragrance. I think it's one of my favorites, the oatmeal milk and honey. Sorry, didn't mean to knock you guys. It's a relatively quick process. I try to keep the same angle every time to get them to work out that way. These are a little bit more cured, so they're a little bit harder to do. I don't like to do this when they're super fresh cut. I think they're still a little too soft at that time. So that's why I was right, or they'll be too hard. And you can see I have a little bit of soda ash on the top, and I still haven't decided if I want to steam it off or not. Soda ash doesn't hurt anything. It's just the soap itself, a process that it goes through. But I actually kind of like the way it looks because it has that kind of old fat that I made on the top show up really, really nicely. So it's a debate I'm having internally to see if I really want to steam it off or not. So we will see how that works out. But yeah, I just wanted to get on, say hi to you guys, test out the YouTube live system because, like I said, it hasn't been working very well for me. So I wanted to test it. That didn't need much. And honey soaps. I'm going to go ahead and do my miniature bars. And I guess I will see you guys in my next video. This is Heather wishing you luck, love, and a really great day. Bye, guys.